Greetings and thanks for joining me today as we talk about the best espresso machines out there, because coffee, for some of us, is just part of life. For others, it's a way of life. And another part of that way of life is enjoying a nice espresso, cappuccino, macchiato, Americano, whatever your coffee of choice may be, because sometimes a simple cup of joe is just not enough. So today I'll be looking at the top espresso machines out there and break them down by their features and benefits to see which one of these might be the best option for you based upon your particular situation. And as always, I'll include links to everything I talk about in this video down below so you can check for updated pricing and availability for any of them that you might be interested in. Also, if there are any special deals out there for any of these, check the description for links to those as well. So if your goal is to create a mini Starbucks in wherever you may be, your office, your home, vacation, who knows, even an RV, an espresso machine is a really awesome way to elevate your relaxation experience. So the best overall espresso machine that we came across was the Barista Pro by Breville. And if you're one of these people that's really particular, like myself, about your coffee, this is the kind of automatic espresso machine that's just for you. The Barista Pro allows you to choose up to 30 different grind size. So if you want it really chunky or really fine, you can do that. And 5 different temperatures. The steam wand, where you froth your milk to do lattes and make all that cool little art in your cappuccino mug. That steam wand is very basic, and it allows you to froth the milk exactly how you like it. It also comes with 4 filter baskets, 2 for pre-ground coffee and 2 for whole coffee beans. And this is one that is so customizable that allows you to play around with the settings, starting off with whatever the default are to create your perfect espresso, cappuccino, latte, macchiato, whatever it is you're trying to do. So if you're looking for the best espresso machine overall, you might want to check out the Breville Barista Pro. The best traditional espresso machine overall was the Bambino Plus by Breville. And while the other Breville model that we talked about was very customizable, this is much more simplistic, and it's the perfect automatic machine for people that crave that traditional espresso making experience. Forget all the bells and whistles and buttons. This is as simple as it gets. It comes with 2 dual wall filter baskets for pre-ground coffee beans, a trimming tool, a tamper, which is the little weight that stamps down on the beans to press it down to make sure that you can get enough in there to make sure it's at the right strength for you, and a milk jug that you use with the steam wand that's attached to froth the milk, as I mentioned earlier. And you can choose between a single espresso or a double espresso, plus you can steam your milk, froth it, or make it very frothy. And in our lab test, this machine made espresso that was strong with a crema, which is that kind of froth that comes with it when you brew it, that wasn't really overbearing. So if you're looking for a really traditional, rustic espresso machine, the Breville Bambino Plus might be a good option for you. The best automatic espresso machine we came across was La Specialista by DeLonghi. And this automatic espresso machine delivers a cup of espresso that is just as fancy as this machine looks. It's really easy to use, and you can adjust everything based on your preference. You can choose from 6 different grind sizes: fine for the dark espresso, coarse for coffee, and then you can select single espresso, double espresso, Americano, so many other features. It also dispenses hot water if you would like to make some tea. The La Specialista has a built-in tamping mechanism which helps you pack the grounds perfectly, and a pressure gauge so you can monitor to make sure that you're making the cup correctly and that it comes out perfectly. It also has an adjustable steam wand that can be used for flat, which is best for lattes, or foamy, which is best for cappuccinos. I particularly love the fact that the espresso was really full-bodied when it came out, and it had a really thin, silky crema on top. Plus, it looks really, really cool and has so many automatic features. Once again, it's easy to use. So if you're just looking for the best automatic espresso machine, La Specialista by DeLonghi is one you might want to check out. The easiest to use espresso machine that we came across was the super automatic espresso and cappuccino machine by Krups. When we were testing it, we were able to set the time, the date, the water hardness level with no effort whatsoever. The buttons were very clear and responsive. You didn't have to touch them a bunch of times to make them do something. And the screen, as I said, guided me through all the remaining stages, from preheating to brewing to even cleaning it as well. So I never had to wonder what the machine was up to because it was keeping me up to date as what was happening. You could choose between 5 different grinds in sizes: espresso, long coffee, ristretto, doppio, or Americano. 3 milk options: cappuccino, macchiato, or frothy milk. You can add an extra shot, you can do a dark brew, and it has 3 water temperature options for different tea, whether you like green, black, or herbal tea. The milk container connects easily to the coffee outlet, which smoothly adjusts to a wide variety of heights to accommodate different cup sizes and help prevent from splattering because it's really hot. You don't want to burn yourself. And one of the most unique things about it is you can set a wake time for specific times of day, so you can skip that 1.5 minute preheat time and enjoy a hot cup as soon as you're ready if every minute counts during your day. So if you're looking for the easiest to use espresso machine, the super automatic espresso and cappuccino machine by Krups is definitely one that might be useful for you. The best all-in-one espresso machine that we tested was the Mr. Coffee Occasions Coffee Maker, and it can make espresso, it can do K-cup based drinks, more on that in a moment, or a full pot of coffee itself in a thermal carafe. It also has a steam wand to froth your milk. The control panel is really easy to use, and the attachments became easier to attach and detach after the first couple of times when they've got comfortable mooring themselves into each other. And when we were testing it, the automatic espresso function produced a really nice crema. The K-cups tasted really well brewed, and the coffee was hot and had a full-bodied aroma as well as taste too. The thermal carafe kept the coffee hot for hours upon hours, and when I checked it the very next day, it was still over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty impressive. So if you're looking for an espresso machine that does everything in the world of hot, delicious caffeine beverages, the Mr. Coffee Occasions Coffee Maker is definitely one that might do the trick for you. The best espresso machine for beginners new to the espresso game is the K-Cafe Coffee Maker by Keurig. And if you're looking for a Keurig upgrade or just a special gift or the option to mindlessly froth milk, look no further than the Keurig K-Cafe, because it's got 4 coffee size options ranging from 6 ounces on up to 12 ounces, plus a strong option to make it easy to enjoy your favorite K-Cup exactly how you like it, because personally I like it really dark, and in that mindset you can add in an espresso roast K-Cup capsule and a quote shot size option, and you're on your way to making a really fine cup of espresso too. And while this particular machine doesn't quite deliver on the crema, that froth that comes from brewing, it does have a built-in coffee frother that allows you to froth milk quickly and easily for cappuccinos, less milk, and for lattes when you're using more milk. Plus there's also a quote cold option if you'd like to enjoy your frothy milk drink over ice and have it in the summertime. And upon testing, it was very consistent when it came to the preheat time, the brew time, the coffee temperature, and the volume of coffee that it made. So if you're looking for the best machine for people new to the espresso game, the beginners out there, the K-Cafe Coffee Maker by Keurig will hold your hand for you and walk you into the espresso land very, very slowly and kindly and gently. The best value espresso machine out there was the Capresso Ultima Pro. And when it comes to a more traditional espresso machine, this one is a really great value because it's very easy to use. It makes a really smooth cup of espresso with a really perfect crema that I would compare to some of the more expensive automatic machines that we tested as well. It's got buttons for double espresso, hot water, and steam, which you can use to froth the milk with the steam wand that's attached to it, and can also be programmed to brew an espresso that's larger or smaller than the standard 1.5 ounces, because the more liquid that you brew with lowers the intensity of the flavor, and the less that you brew with intensifies it. It makes it really, really dark and bold. And one of the coolest features is hidden below the lid. It's a holder for the included coffee measuring spoon and extra coffee filter to make sure that you are measuring things out correctly and not burning through coffee and missing all the richness from it. And while the water tank is small compared to the other espresso machines, I would consider it a pro machine because it encourages you to change the water more often, which means that you're going to have fresher tasting espresso. So the best value espresso machine out there is the Capresso Ultima Pro, which might be a good option for you. Now, if you're looking for a capsule espresso machine, one of the best overall that we came across was the Breville Nespresso Vertuoplus. And it is so easy to use this machine. The lid opens and closes with a touch of the lever. Start brewing with a touch of a single button. You won't accidentally use the wrong pod because it actually has a special system to detect the barcode on the capsule and then brews it exactly how it's supposed to brew. So talk about some space age technology there. You can choose from 5 different drink types, including espresso, double Espresso Grand Lungo, Moog, and Alto, which is really perfect for your travel mugs. And when we were testing it, every cup of coffee came out hot and rounded with that luxurious crema that I've mentioned before. And I also like that the position of the water tank can be moved around to accommodate any size counter space. And another noteworthy perk about this particular machine is that the Nespresso recycles used pods if you send them back to the company, and this particular machine is made from 54% recycled plastic, so it's eco-friendly as well. So the best overall capsule machine, and one of the best overall, was the Breville Nespresso Virtuo Plus, and it might be a really cool option for you. And lastly, the best compact capsule espresso machine was the Breville Nespresso Essenza Mini. And there's not much out there that beats this particular capsule espresso machine's small size and power. It's got 19 bars of pressure, which makes a good full-bodied espresso with a really creamy crema, and you can choose from espresso or lungo with the option to use or remove the drip base for a bigger cup. The water container seems small at a first glance, but I didn't mind refilling it for fresh tasting coffee because the fresher the water, the fresher the coffee. And although it doesn't come with a steam wand or container to froth your milk in, you can always purchase that separately, so check the link in the description for that as well. But if you're just looking for the best compact capsule espresso machine, the Essenza Mini by Breville Nespresso will likely fit the bill for you. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, please feel free to leave a thumbs up, as I always appreciate that. And just a reminder, I'll include links to each of these products down below, so you can check for updated pricing and availability for any of them that you might be interested in. Also, let me know any comments or questions you have, as I always love getting to answer as many of those as I can. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.